Welcome back to Under Oath.
Welcome back to Under Oath. Sitting here with my partner, Jeff Kaufman. The topic is tipping. And have
Cow
we,
tipping?
have
Or
we,
like people
no,
tipping?
no, not cow tipping, although we could have a talk about that. Tipping hasn't gone too far. Has it gone too far, Jeff?
Too far.
Everybody wants to get tipped now.
In the gas station.
You go to any place.
Gas station.
Any place where someone's working a cash register, there's a tip jar.
No,
have you noticed?
It's built into the credit card now. Would you like to tip?
Oh, when they flip the little
Yes.
box thing around?
They flip it over. Would
Yeah.
you like to tip me for handing you gum?
Do you tip?
15%.
Do you tip every time?
I tip all the time.
I do too, but when you go to a store and you buy literally just gum, do you tip for that?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Guilt.
Guilt.
I admit it. I don't think they deserved it. I don't think they earned it. There's a difference between a server who gets paid $2 an hour and is not getting minimum wage in comparison to somebody who's doing a basic job that requires no service whatsoever other than avoiding the service. If I have to go to the counter, you avoided serving me, right?
Isn't tipping supposed to be for extraordinary service?
No, it's for any service that the person is not typically getting paid in full.
So the
for.
amount of the tip goes up the more extraordinary the service is. Is that at least a fair statement?
No,
No?
I don't think that applies anymore. I
Well,
think we just
do.
tip. I think we tip
for me.
What's
if,
your minimum?
If I'm on what?
Anything?
Dinner?
Yes.
If I'm eating out,
Yes.
at least 20%.
Okay. No matter what the
Unless-
service is,
Yes.
you tip less.
No.
That's what I mean. So you give 20% for crappy service
Yes.
because you think it's an obligation.
Well, yeah, it is an obligation. And
I
plus,
agree
feel
too.
I'm like you. I feel guilty. I feel here I am enjoying myself. I'm having a nice dinner. This person's working. I feel kind of bad.
Do you tip difference between a girl and a guy?
No.
You sure?
No, I swear.
You sure?
No, my wife would kill me if I did that. No.
Well, that's because you got caught. Here's the thing.
No, I just said that as a joke. I really, babe, I swear to God, it was just a joke.
Babe, I was just being funny. Welcome to my world.
No, if 20% isn't $10 or more, I give $10.
So it's $10 a minute. What if it's
Yeah.
a $20 bill?
I mean, I'll give like $10.
So you give 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've learned this, that I waited tables for 9 years and I was treated ridiculous poorly all through college. I was just crapped on by everybody. The worst is, and I want you to know something. I'm blaming it on you Christians. Listen to me right now.
He's Jewish, by the
Some
way.
churches give out cards and it says, the Lord loves you, but we can't afford to tip you. Well, the Lord should not have gone to the Outback on a Saturday night then.
I don't think the Lord was sent to the Outback to spend $68 on dinner
And not to tip
stiff
me.
the waiter. I agree.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, here you go. And if you're a church person who has these cards and you're offended,
Well, what do you think about this?
pound sand,
What do you think about this? DoorDash.
DoorDash.
They have
people
a
who
warning.
drive
Now,
stuff to you.
Yeah. So now if you use DoorDash to order food, it gives you a warning. And they say it's like a test program. I don't think it's a test program. I think they should keep this because it's common sense. They warn you if you don't give a tip, that might cause a delay in you getting your food.
Did you tip before the
Food
gets there?
You have
You
to
can't
tip.
tip before the food gets there.
Of course you can.
How do you know the
do
food's
all
going to
the
get
time.
there?
I
What
do
if the
all
food
the
doesn't
time.
get there? Can you pull the
I
tip
have
back?
a theory. The more you tip, the quicker your food shows up.
Hold on. So you tip before the food gets there?
Yes.
So he could be late like 3 hours and you could give the super tip?
Yes. That's the risk that you're taking.
Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's BS.
No,
You can't tip
I like
before the
it.
service.
Here's why. Because I
You tell
want my
me.
order to stand out against all the other
Oh,
people's
then you're
orders.
competing.
Yes. 9 people are all ordering pizza. I want my pizza to be delivered before yours.
So some fat ass doctor who lives in the house next to you outbids you, and you have to spend 30 times
That's
as much to get your food.
capitalism.
No, it's crap.
That's capitalism.
It's crap.
I love it.
You are creating
I love
a
it.
system that is flawed in its basic nature.
They should give me an option to give more.
No.
And the app should alert me that, listen, I have the highest bid of anyone in that area, or that I have the lowest bid. That way I can bid
So
up.
I have to outbid you to get my
Yes.
food brought to the door.
Well, I want mine first. I want mine before yours. I want my burger before your pizza.
I don't
So
like
yes,
this.
I'm $10.
I don't like this. No.
$10 tip
See,
on a $12 burger.
you know what? DoorDash, I'm out.
You're not out.
I'm out.
You're not out. You're
I
saying
have
that.
never.
You're saying that for
you know
this
what?
debate.
I've
You're
never
going to
ordered.
go home
I've
and
never
order.
ordered DoorDash. Never done it.
Well, somebody's ordered it for you.
No, what
You've
you
had
think I
food
have people?
delivered. You've had food
My
delivered.
people?
Cheers.
Is that what you're saying? My people
Yeah,
order
you
DoorDash?
got people running around here.
No.
But you've had people order food for you before.
You mean from the office, maybe?
Yeah.
These are the youngins. If
The
you're 20
youngins.
if you're 20 years old, you're too lazy to go through the McDonald's drive-through. It's ridiculous.
Well, you're trading time for money. That's what you're doing whenever you're
I was
using
too
a
busy
service like
looking at cat
but,
videos.
But DoorDash, they make their own money. Should they have to pay the guys doing the delivery out of their money?
They do pay.
They posted unbelievable profits this year, ever since COVID.
Well, lazy people. Lazy.
Yeah, there are a lot
Like
of lazy
Uber.
people.
I
Yeah.
use Uber like it's air.
But shouldn't DoorDash, the company, shouldn't they be paying their employees?
Yes, they absolutely should. They should get a cut. And you know what? How about I promise you this? Listen to me. I am the guru of the future. This is the way it works. Within 1 year, there'll be a class action suit against DoorDash in California because they will consider these people employees and they have employee rights. And this will happen. And you know what? Good.
Good.
You can't make the profit off the backs of your
Oh my
workforce.
God. You sound like a communist now. What are you talking about?
Yes.
This is gig.
Indentured service?
This is gig work.
Gig work, they get a cut of it. The average gig work, the company
They
takes
pay
a
'em,
percentage,
but no,
not the
they
whole
pay 'em.
amount.
They
You don't
pay
get
'em.
the whole amount.
Of course not.
What gig service? They take the whole amount and they go, well, if you had the tip, you'll get that.
They don't get just the tip.
What do they get?
They get a service fee from DoorDash.
So they do get a percentage. They are getting paid by DoorDash.
Well, I don't know if it's a percentage. I think they get a flat fee.
And what is a flat fee?
I don't know.
I don't know. So, but they do get paid.
Yeah, they get paid from
Okay,
DoorDash,
but probably
not
not
enough.
Okay.
DoorDash, like I said, they're posting huge profits every quarter.
What about the guys who deliver for Pizza Hut or Domino's? What do they get paid? More.
Oh, I don't know what they would.
Yeah, they
but
probably get an hourly.
Yeah, they're probably getting a regular.
So what's the
hourly
difference
wage.
between a Domino's delivery person and DoorDash?
Well, a Domino's delivery person's working for Domino's. When they're not delivering, they're doing stuff around the shop.
Are they?
I think so.
I thought you were just in the car
No.
driving around.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you come and pick up more
Okay, let's
orders
talk-
and go back.
Okay, I'm done with DoorDash because they make me sick now. Now that I don't like the idea that I'm going to
How can
compete.
DoorDash make you sick?
Because
You
I'm
just said you
competing
never
for
use 'em.
delivery. I
But
just want to order my
You're
food.
not competing. You
I
just
am.
said you don't use them.
Because now I'm going to have to compete.
No, you're
My
never going
people.
to
You're
use
saying
it.
my people compete now.
You're never going to use it.
No,
You just said.
eventually I will. You know what'll happen? The first time I do it, I'll go, now I can't live without it.
Yeah, that's what'll happen.
See, I'll get lazy
That's
and
what'll
fat
happen.
like my streaming
My
services.
buddy was over.
I
We're
can't watch
watching-
one show. I need to have all 10 available.
My buddy was over.
Spoiled.
We were watching football. My wife wasn't around to make us anything. And he said, hey, we could use DoorDash. And I went on the app. I had Outback delivered less than an hour.
Okay. I'm calling
It was
BS. You know why?
fantastic.
One thing I can't get them to deliver is the bloomin' onion. You know what that thing's going to look like when it gets there?
No, I don't like the bloomin' onion. So.
It's going to be a soggy mess.
Yeah. You don't order the bloomin' onion.
I don't-
Get the
you-
burgers.
And I
Burgers
don't
are
like
great when they
fries
show up.
either. I don't like fries delivered. Fries go bad. Anything fried
Yeah,
becomes
don't
like
get the burger and get a salad. God forbid you should have a
a
salad.
salad.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Burger
I'm
and a
fat?
salad. Sure. Yeah.
Are you fat shaming me right now after losing 30 pounds, working my ass off to get here?
Did you
Now you're
lose the
trying to make
30 pounds by eating French fries? No.
I have eaten fries.
You ate. You
Once
you
a
lost
week,
the
I'm
weight.
allowed fries.
Okay, well, don't get it when you do the DoorDash.
Okay. Well, I want it.
Well,
Now
too
I want
bad.
it. Now I'm going to have to compete with the doctor next door. I have to outbid him to get my food.
Yeah, well, it's not a lot of money. It's not like
It's like
hundreds
the
of
Hunger
dollars.
Games with food. And it's even built in. The Hunger Games. I like that. The new version of the Hunger Games. Me getting my DoorDash before Dr. Douche next to me.
Why has it got to be Dr. Douche?
Because you know he is.
He just wants his
He
food.
is.
He just wants his
He's the
food
same
before
guy who's
you.
making me wait 5 weeks to get something taken off my foot. Dr. Douche can get his food before me, but I got to wait 5 weeks for him to work on my foot. Screw you, Dr.
Listen,
Douche.
capitalism. That's the way it works. If you
Is
got
it-
money, you can use the money to give yourselves little advantages here and there. And having your food delivered before other people's food is delivered is just one of the perks.
Okay, I'm an independent right now. You're pushing me over to the dark side.
Where's the dark side?
You know, the people who are pass laws that means that I have the same rights as somebody who pays more.
Oh, you mean the communists?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Now, you mentioned something about tips, and I'm really bothered about it because I'm thinking to myself, do we review people anymore for doing bad work? I mean, we could leave a nasty review on like Google, But that only hurts the business. And the business isn't aware that they have a crappy server until they get the bad review. And you mention that person directly.
Yeah.
Because normally go, service was awful. They don't go, Sally was awful. They
That's
always
true.
say service
That's true.
was awful. So they don't know who it was. And then you try to contact and they go, what'd the girl look like? And, you got to, she was this, da.
Well, you bring up an interesting question. Should I be able to give Outback a 1-star rating because whoever it was at DoorDash delivered my food in a way that I didn't like? She wasn't polite. She wasn't on time. She got lost. You can actually see where they're going. You can see where they're going on the app. She got lost.
Do you ever get mad? Because now we know the way they're driving and we're watching them and they miss a turn. And then it reschedules it for like 3 more minutes and you're watching them turn all the way around and you're livid at them. And here's the thing. I've never told the guy, what were you doing? I never got in the back of the car and said, what? What were you thinking?
Well,
because you're afraid.
Well, let me make a point. More and more people are asking for tips now.
Everyone asks for tips.
Yeah. Like on a food delivery, that's expected, right?
At the end of the show, you're going to put 15% for me.
I expect to give a tip when people deliver food. I expect to give a tip when I go to a restaurant to eat. I expect to give a tip to the guy that parks my car at the valet, right? Those are the people that I'm expecting to give a tip to.
Bags too.
When I go to 7-Eleven and I see a tip jar at 7-Eleven, I'm not expecting to have to give a tip for that. I got all of the food. I brought it up to the counter. I paid for it. You didn't do anything other than your job. Why should I give a tip there? Do you give a tip in that situation?
Yeah, I feel guilty. I told you. I feel guilty as hell. I have to. Because he looks at me.
But you're not giving it because you're generous.
No, I don't think you deserved it. You absolutely did not deserve this money.
You're giving it because like you're being pressured
guilted
into it. Yeah.
Being guilted.
And doesn't that detract from the tip? Like when I give tips like to a valet guy, I feel good about giving the tip because I know I don't have to give him like $10 or $20, but I do, and I'm trying to be generous, and he knows that I don't have to give it to him, and he realizes, oh, hey, this guy's being generous. We both leave that transaction happier. But when I'm at 7-Eleven and I'm forced to give a tip, then now the 7-Eleven clerk expects it.
Oh, this is worse.
And I was guilted into it.
I got worse.
We both leave that situation worse off.
I took 3 girls to the Jonas Brothers concert, and I'll admit that. There was a tip to the guy who sold me the T-shirts. He gets tipped to sell me overpriced Joe Bro T-shirts.
You got a Joe Bro T-shirt?
No, I got a hat.
Okay.
I thought I'd hide my face, but it didn't. It was bad.
Did you get it at the beginning of the concert?
I was with 3 women, and they enjoyed wrapping these bracelets around my hands, with all the different Joe Bro sayings.
I don't know
then
anything about that.
Then I had to, and then they make you work because now you have to trade them with other Joe Bro people, and you trade your bracelet for their bracelets.
Like Pokemon cards? You guys are like trying to collect all of them?
But you're just happy to hand them because it's a handout thing. And I started giving them away because I was hoping that I could get rid of all my Joe Bros without being caught, and I got left with 3 of them. And you know what fate did to me? I get in the car, I turn the steering wheel.
You use one of them as a tip?
No.
Oh.
I turned the wheel of the car, and 3 of them bracelets blew up in the car. So I have Joe Bro beads everywhere in my car for eternity. I will sell the car and someone will go, what's this Joe Bro? Just shut up. So in the end, I wound up having to tip the Joe Bro sales guy.
How much you tip him?
15. That's the only option you have.
50?
15. 15%.
Oh,
20%.
15%.
I couldn't.
Okay.
But 15% to the Joe Bro maintenance.
And how you didn't give it to him cash, then it's 15%.
It's on your credit card.
They flip the thing around and you do the tip right there? Is there an option for 0?
I'm sure you have to go into it. You could.
Is there an option for 0?
I
Do you
didn't
remember?
see 0.
Oh. You weren't looking
for
one.
They don't offer you 0 because they know you choose 0.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's scam a lot. That should be the thing.
Yeah.
To pay a guy who hands you a T-shirt a 20% VIG.
Yeah.
Bleh,
Why don't they just make the T-shirt cost more and then give the guy his cut?
Because then they still put it in.
They did that already.
They still put it in.
They went back to the tip.
Yeah.
The tip climbed back up out of the ether.
Think about it this way. The T-shirt guy gets 20%. He didn't deliver food. He didn't clean a plate. He didn't bring you more bread at Outback.
Yeah.
He handed you the T-shirt.
He didn't do anything
That's
special about
built
it.
into his basic job.
Anyone could have done that job. They
Yes,
just
he didn't
hand
ask
you a
me.
T-shirt. Yeah.
And I sat there. Yes, I could deal with, I guess dealing with some people go, I don't know, does this look bad on me? I guess the emotional wreck that I have to tell somebody that they don't fit into a small, could devastate my world. But that you don't get 15% for that. People do that for free. In fact, people will pay you to insult them.
I don't think people like that should be in a place where they expect tips.
You know what it is? It's the credit card companies. Because they get more on top of that. Remember, they get 3%. Well, the tip is part of it too.
Ooh.
I think.
Hold on. Now, there's our next class action lawsuit, folks.
Visa.
I gave 15%. I intended for that person to get $15. Visa, you took 3% of my $15.
Of his tip.
I think they stole from the employer, the employee.
The employee, yeah.
What a class
So the
action.
employee will get 10 cents and we will get 6 million.
Correct.
I love that.
That's class action.
That's class action. So if you know what a class action is, everybody,
it's the Lawyer Welfare Act.
That's the Lawyer Welfare
That's what it
Act.
is.
That means some lawyers getting paid stupid money.
You've been injured to the tune of probably pennies.
Stupid money.
But lots of you have been injured to the tune of pennies.
Here's your check for $3.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And when the total settlement is $6 million, well, the lawyer's fee is part of that $6 million.
$5 million.
Well, I don't know if it's quite that high.
Oh, it's high.
I think we should look into that.
I can't do it.
I think we should look into
that.
that.
I can't do it. Somebody asked me the other day why I practice the law I practice. I said, because I've practiced all of them. Is that fair to say?
All of them?
Almost all of them.
Well, okay.
80% of law?
Yeah.
We took everything.
Yep, I'll give you that.
See, Craig and I have been together a long time. 20, we're over a quarter century.
From noni juice.
A quarter century.
From noni juice to what we do now.
Yeah, we have gone to the mountain and we have seen. Now, the problem we have with this is that people come to you and they ask, why you practice the air law? I said, because you know what? I think the people I help are the most appreciative at what I do, no matter what I did. Criminal offense, they were happy till the end, then they didn't talk to you ever again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Property, we saved them billions of property. Oh, I don't get the property for free? Nope.
Yeah.
This one, I hand you a check and you say thank you.
Hopefully.
Okay, but most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time you get the thank you.
Yes.
I never got the thank you. I could keep you out of prison and I didn't get the thank you. I remember one of my clients, after 6 days of killing myself, he thanked Jesus, didn't thank me. I'm going, well, Jesus might have had something to do with it, but, I'm the one here.
Didn't thank you, really?
Didn't thank me.
Huh.
Mother didn't hug me, hugged the kid.
Really?
Yeah, that was the end of it.
Huh.
Sad day. I sat there and go, wow, I killed myself for you. And I wanted to hand, what would have been great? If I could have flipped the MasterCard, here, 15%.
Take a tip.
I want a tip. What do you mean? See, we don't get tips. In fact, we're specifically told we have to limit what we get sometimes.
Yeah, we are limited.
Could you imagine me at the end of the case go, hey, you could tip me on top of this? See, it's actually, I love this idea.
We'll just flip it around.
Yeah, we'll just flip it around here.
Well,
Can you sign here? You can
sign in paper. We'll have it do it electronically.
I'll stare at him right then and have a picture of my autistic kid on my shirt. That'd be great.
Sure.
Jacob needs to go to Universal.
I think we should probably have our employees try to get the tip.
The staff?
Yeah.
It depends who. Some won't be good at it. We have some people who just look like they'll actually lose money.
Yeah.
We have. I'd send Skylar out there. She'd be all happy. Skylar or Bridget. We send out the happy people. Don't send out the unhappy. You ain't getting any tips. That's the way it works. I think I feel pretty good about it.
So you agree with me?
No.
Tipping just the people who have anything to do with bringing you food or parking your car.
Okay,
Everybody
the DoorDash
else,
thing, I'm vehemently against your over tipping to get the food faster than me. I don't like that.
Oh, no, you got to do that.
I hate that.
No, you have to do that.
Hate that.
Have to.
Hate it. I do agree not tipping people who
use
didn't do
my
anything.
method and then use Jeff's method, and you tell me, viewers, how much different your experience is. How much quicker do you get your food when you put the tip in and it's generous versus not putting a tip at all?
I'm ridiculously generous. I'm just not going to outbid you to get my food faster. That's unfair.
Well, you're losing the race if you're
it's a race now.
You're refusing to
this
start
is the contest.
The race, you automatically lose.
So this is a contest now.
Of course it is, yeah.
I don't like
of course it is.
No, I don't. I'm buying a product. I'm not bidding on eBay.
Well, if you want to buy the product, drive your butt down to the Outback and buy the product and bring it home.
You know
if you
what-
want to deliver to you, then you got to outbid me.
Actually, I actually know a guy who's a pretty good hacker. I could avoid that. I could just like figure out how to take your phone for a second and hack it by accident and like add $5-10 to everything.
Hack my phone
Oh, it's easy. You don't even have a
to give
password.
more of a tip. That's what you would do.
To give less of a tip.
You're railing again. Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that would be terrible.
I'm
I'm just sitting around
I've been
waiting
waiting
all
for
Saturday
3 weeks for my bloomin' onion.
Yeah, I've been waiting for 5 hours.
You know, when it comes down to it, there are a lot of listeners here, and some people will take it differently. Some people work in the service industry, some don't. And we all know whether we earned our tip or not. We all know if we did good as far as the service. I waited tables 9 years. I knew when I didn't do well. Now, there are certain people, like there's a waitress, actually, there's a bartender at Chili's who was horrific the other day. And I'm not going to mention her name. You know who you are. And I still gave her a ridiculous tip. And I think every once in a while, somebody should look at themselves and say, you know what? I'm being overpaid for being crappy at my job. And I wish we would acknowledge that at least a little bit and not just blame all the world's problems on the person who sat in your section and over tipped you.